Um, This is the
Michael.
Mississippi State Board of Medical Licensure. The meeting will come to order. I'm Dr. Ken Lippincott, and this is a regularly scheduled meeting of the Mississippi State Board of Medical Licensure. Dr. Givens will lead us in the invocation, and Dr. Latore will lead us in the pledge.
Okay, our Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of this day. We ask that you bless the proceedings that are to come. We pray for discernment, for honest and a discussion. We just pray that you just overlook everything that we do that is pleasing in your eyes. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Dr. Cleveland, you want to do the roll call?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Lippincott. Dr. Owens. Dr. Givens.
Present.
Dr. Kennard. Dr. Gersh.
Here.
Dr. Dotson. Dr. Loper. Dr. Roth.
Present.
Dr. Latore.
Present.
Ms. Games. Mr. President, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Dr. Cleveland. At this time, I'd like to recognize our court reporter, Anna Ruffin. And our next item is we have an opportunity for public comment here. Do we have any public comments? Any private comments? Oh, if not, we have Dr. Cleveland, we have a report.
Let's hope. All right. Get the boring stuff over with first. All right, so for the months of November and December, we licensed 64 new physicians through the traditional pathway, 2 new podiatrists, and 13 new physician assistants. Through the compact, there was an additional 179. We issued 14 letters of qualifications to other states and certifications 332. I'm sorry, LOQs was to the IMLCC for Mississippi licensees who want to be a part of the compact. In investigations, we received 93 new complaints. We were able to close 10 cases, open 14 new cases, which gave us a total number of cases open of 54. Cases closed within 7 days was at 37%. We requested 25 PMPs, and then of those, 16 required additional action, and we had 2 regulatory compliance meetings with licensees. Shoot. So we have found and have approved by the Bureau of Buildings our new location, which will be at 805 West Wheatley Street. We will be in the process of looking for a new hotel for out-of-town board members to stay at that is closer to that new location. And then additionally, this month, the legislative session has started. I thought I would just show y'all a few images of what our new building is going to be like. It's known as Atrium North. It's out near North Park Mall. We're on the top floor, right there of that building. Hopefully these, under construction pictures, this thing's working sometimes and it's not working sometimes. There we go. So we're going to have a little bit different setup. We borrowed this idea from the Board of Pharmacy, where the investigators will have one large room with a conference table in it, and then they'll have individual stations around the rooms. And so we liked that concept when we saw it at Board of Pharmacy, and we're going to copy them on that. We're going to have our boardroom's going to essentially be the same size, but hopefully minus these columns in the middle of the boardroom. But we will be moving this table and some of the furniture from in here to our new location. So it'll feel very similar. In the legislative session, we are going to be introducing an updated version of the Medical Practice Act for the 8th year. We feel like we gain a little bit more traction every year and get a little bit closer every year, but then there's always a hiccup at the end, it feels like. So hopefully we can iron out any wrinkles they have this year and not have that issue. In addition, as part of the Medical Practice Act, we will include a separate bill for the licensing of foreign medical graduates that are also foreign trained physicians. And this language has been carefully worked on. I think I've showed y'all that legislation before, and we haven't really changed it significantly going into this session. I know I bring this up every time, and Randy, I know we need to get together on the person for District 2, but I'm still looking for ideas for District 3 for consumer members. Currently, Shoba is hanging in there representing the consumers to the best of her abilities. We appreciate you. And that should be it. If I can get it to change slide. There we go. Questions?
When are we going to get to move into the new place?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So we're anticipating end of March, so we'll have one more board meeting after today and tomorrow at this location. And then we anticipate having the May board meeting at our new location.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Question.
Dr. Gibbons? I mean,
Dr. Owens,
Dr.
actually.
Owens.
Gibbons would be the guy to your left. I know it's in front of the Supreme Court, but we're still sticking to our assigned genders at this point. So what exactly do you see as the benefits to the new location? Is it going to give us more space? I know we've had issues with just maintenance, repair, and all those things for the location that we're in, but are there going to be some significant added benefits or upgrades that we'll see in the new space?
So several factors came together at once that, made it obvious that we needed to move. So one of them is the delayed maintenance that's been done on this building and the issues we're having here. The lease ends, and officially it would have ended at the end of January, but we asked for a 2-month extension so that we could get to the end of March. So those two things and required that we just look for a new space. So we did the RFP process. This building, along with a potential building downtown, the committee thought that those were the best two options based on the RFPs that we received. And then it came down to making a final decision, and we went with this building in Ridgeland. One, it'll be new. It's all new construction. It won't rain inside when it rains outside like it does here. It is larger. That was the third factor. I couldn't remember what my third factor was. We've outgrown this space. I think 8 years ago when I took the job, we were at somewhere around 23 employees, and we're at 31 now. So we've outgrown this space. So we will have office space for all of the employees plus some additional conference rooms for us to have meetings. Currently, we kind of have to just schedule our meetings out where we don't overlap each other, but now we'll be able to have several meetings at once, which is a needed benefit. And but so yeah, those are the big things.
How many bathrooms?
So there's one female bathroom with 3 stalls, and there's one male bathroom with 4, 2 stalls and 2 urinals, I believe. So we will not be sharing bathrooms. So
Are we gonna, we're gonna have a room like this for the board meeting, but where are we gonna go for the executive sessions?
yeah, so it'll be one of the conference rooms. So the conference room, it'll be essentially like we use this conference room now, except you'll go directly out the back. And then we also will have a conference room on the other end of the boardroom for the licensee and their attorney to be able to go in and discuss things privately as well. And so that'll be kind of nice for them. So
Thanks. I'm just curious about how many square feet are we
I
going?
think it's 13.5. Does that sound right, Jay? Is
And how-
Adrian? I
13?
think it's 13. A little bit more than that.
13?
It's around 13.7.
13.7.
And how many square feet are we leaving here? You know, have any idea?
10,000, a little over
So it's quite a,
10,000.
it's
Yeah.
quite a bit larger. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Of
And,
course.
and the roof is gonna be new and big roof, right?
Compared to this building, everything's new. So,
And of course, the board's deliberation room will not be, our multi-purpose room
Right.
here. We'll have separate.
we'll have a separate
Facilities.
break room from the deliberation room. So, yeah. So,
Well, thank you for your report.
yes, sir.
Dr. Cleveland. The next item on our agenda is the minutes from the executive committee from November the 12th. We've circulated a draft of the minutes. Do we have any corrections to the executive committee minutes for November 12th? If there's no corrections to the minutes. then
Motion to approve,
we'll
Owens.
motion to approve. Oh, we have a,
The executive, or is that?
this is just the executive committee.
Oh, I'm
Right,
sorry.
yeah.
This is just the executive committee. So do we have a motion to
May I
approve
call
the
them?
executive committee meeting?
So moved.
Have a motion, have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The minutes are approved. And the next item is, the minutes for the board meeting, dated November 12th. Do we have any
Yeah.
corrections to the minutes as distributed?
The answer to that is yes. I move to amend the agenda item regarding the executive director's pay raise, which is the sentence under the open session header on page 7 to read as follows. The board returned to open session and Dr. Gibbons reported the outcome. During the executive session, a 3% pay raise for executive director was approved, effective December 1st, 2025. That's the amendment.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Givens. So we have an amendment to the minutes as distributed. Do we have any discussion? Any additional corrections to the minutes? If not,
Move to accept the minutes as amended.
we have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The minutes are approved as amended. And we had a special board meeting on December 11th. And do we have any corrections to the minutes for that meeting? If not, we'll entertain a motion to approve. the
Move
minutes.
to approve, Owens.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The minutes for the December 11th meeting are approved. And let's see, we have a report from today's meeting of the executive committee, Dr. Gibbons.
Yes, sir. Happy to report. We had 4 items to address. One was Emily Hill, PA, request for exception to the 75-mile rule. That request was granted. The second item was Marco DeSantis, DO, a request for exception to the 2080 and as well as 75-mile rule. That request was denied. Third item was Herman Sachs, DO, a request for 75-mile exception. That was denied. And fourth and last item was Brandon Shepherd, MD, and John Tuliados, MD, the exception to the 2080 rule. That request was granted.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Givens. Any discussion of the report on the executive committee meeting today? We don't need a motion. Do we need a motion to approve the, we need a motion. Do we have a?
So move.
We have a motion to approve the report of the executive committee meeting today. We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
The report of the executive committee is approved. And at this time, I'd like to recognize Pam Ratliff, our Assistant Attorney General, and Sarah Herzog, excuse me. My writing's nothing right.
Your ginger's all up here.
We'd like to recognize Sarah Herzog, who's actually a company today. And I'd also like to recognize our trustee council, Paul Barnes, and Megan Geis, our council. And at this time, item 10 is a hearing in the case of Dr. Durinka. And we have a consent order to consider approval.
Yes, sir. Mr. President, I have to report that as of this morning, Dr. Durinka no longer agrees to the terms of the consent order. Therefore, per the terms of the consent order, this matter will be set for a full evidentiary hearing for the March meeting, and Dr. Durinka has been informed through his counsel that he must appear in person for the March hearing. Dr. Durinka is an out-of-state physician. So this is I'm requesting a continuance and that this matter be set for a full hearing at the March board meeting.
Okay. So we have a request for a continuance. Do we have any discussion? Or do we have?
Move to approve motion for continuance.
We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The motion is approved
Thank you.
to continue this matter until next month, March. Okay, item 11 is a consent order for Dr. Joseph Matthew Palumbo. Do we have a report on that?
Yes, Dr. Palumbo is here today for approval of his consent order related to actions taken in other states for discipline related to aiding and abetting in the unlicensed practice of medicine. Dr. Palumbo is on Zoom along with his attorney, Brendan Little.
Good morning.
Y'all ready to move forward?
We're ready
Yes.
to move forward.
Dr. Palumbo will need to be sworn in.
Sir, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Can you please state your full name for the record?
Joseph Matthew Palumbo,
What is your primary area of practice?
emergency medicine,
And where do you primarily practice out of physically?
Ohio.
Is it true that you were originally disciplined by Virginia's medical board in 2023 for aiding and abetting the unlicensed practice of medicine in your role as the owner and medical director of multiple IV infusion facilities?
That is correct.
Is it true that you were fined $5,000 by the Virginia board?
Yes, it is.
Is it true that you've also been disciplined by Michigan, Pennsylvania, Texas, Kentucky, Colorado, Rhode Island, Louisiana, Maryland, and New York related to the original action taken by Virginia?
Yes.
And has your discipline from these other states mainly consisted of reprimands and or fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to a hearing but have agreed to accept the terms of this consent order in lieu of a hearing?
I have.
And do you understand that under this consent order, you're accepting a public reprimand to resolve the matter pending before this board?
Yes.
And do you understand that you will be expected to reimburse the board for all investigative costs related to this action?
I do.
And are you here today to take responsibility for your actions that led to these charges being brought against you?
I am.
No further questions for me. Does the board have any questions?
Could I ask, what was it that you got in trouble for, Dr. Palumbo?
There was a nurse that was questioning, the State Board of Nursing was questioning whether or not a medical screening examination had been done previous to the IV order being placed. We had proven many times over that we had accomplished that, that medical screening examinations were being performed, but rather than pursuing a formal litigation and so forth, we agreed with the consent order. It's just that at that time, I possessed all 51 states of the United States, so naturally I informed every medical board of that, and then that's where all the secondary reprimands had come from.
Okay, and Ms. Geis, could you tell us the provisions for the consent order, please?
Yes. It is a public reprimand.
Okay. So any questions from the board? Or any discussion? If not, we can entertain a motion.
Motion to accept the consent order.
We have a second? We have a motion and a second. All in favor of approving the consent order, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Any abstentions? If not, the consent order is approved, and thank you, Dr. Palumbo.
Thank you, everybody. You have a good
Thank you.
morning.
Our next item is a hearing in the case of Mohammed Basit, I believe, an approval of a consent order. Ms. Geis.
Dr. Basit is here today for approval of his consent order related to improper certifications for medical cannabis. I believe he is here on Zoom along with his attorney, Connor Reeves.
Yes, I am.
Do you
Yes.
swear Dr. Basit in?
All right, sir, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Can you please state your full name for the record?
It's Muhammad Asif Basit
And what is your primary area of practice?
at Louisiana.
And what is the primary area of practice?
It's Thibodeau, Louisiana. And I work in a family medicine and hospitalist.
And do you mainly work in telehealth?
Not anymore. I just work in the hospital.
Is it true that you were investigated by this board and the Mississippi Department of Health for failing to perform in-person assessments prior to issuing written certifications for medical cannabis?
Yes.
And is it true that you surrendered your cannabis certification license while under investigation by the Mississippi Department of Health?
Yes.
Do you understand that you've been charged with violating the Mississippi Medical Practice Act for failing to perform these in-person assessments prior to issuing written certifications for medical cannabis?
Yes, I do.
And do you understand that you've also been charged with unprofessional conduct and surrender of a license or authorization to practice medicine while under disciplinary investigation?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that you have a right to a hearing on these charges, but have agreed to accept the terms of this consent order in lieu of a hearing?
Yes, I did agree to the consent order.
And do you understand that under this consent order, you are prohibiting from practicing medicine via telehealth in this state for the next 90 days?
Yes, I understand.
And do you understand that you are required to complete the probe longitudinal course offered by CPEP prior to having this restriction lifted?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that you will be expected to reimburse the board for all investigative costs related to this action?
Yes, I understand.
And are you here today to take responsibility for your actions that led these charges to be brought against you?
Yes.
No further questions for me.
Thank you, Ms. Geis. Any questions from the board? Further discussion of this matter?
I just have a spelling question over here. How do you spell your middle name, doctor?
It's ASIF, ASIF.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, if no further questions or discussion, we can entertain a motion.
Move to approve consent order.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All against, please say nay. I think the ayes have it. Any abstentions? If not, the consent order is approved. And thank you, Dr. Basit. Thank you, Ms. Geis.
Thank you to the board. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next item is a hearing in the case of Matthew Thomas Tipton. Or motion for a continuance, Ms. Geis.
This is Dr. Tipton's first motion for continuance. He's had some health problems come up and has asked for a continuance to our March meeting.
Okay. Any discussion or questions? If not, we can entertain a motion.
Move to approve request for continuance.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Owens and Dr. LaTorre. We have a motion and a second. All in favor of approving the continuance, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion is approved. And our next item is a hearing in the case of Brandi Adams, LXMO, Mississippi Radiologist Assistant License. Motion for a continuance.
This is also Miss Adams' first request for a continuance. She had a scheduling issue come up, so we'd ask that that be granted.
Okay. Any?
Move to approve request for continuance.
Thank you, Dr. Owens. We have a second.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. The motion is approved. And item 15 is a approval for an investigative subpoena, case number 2026-036. And we will need to
Move to close the meeting to consider whether to go into executive session on this matter.
We got a motion. Thank you, Dr. Owens. We have a second.
Second.
Dr. LaTorre, thank you. Any discussion? Not all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The meeting is closed to enter into executive session. Consider
The last time this came before the board was in January last year. We requested a 1-year continuance and it was granted. I've been in contact with his attorney. The prosecution, I believe it's set for trial this March, and they're in the process of briefing dispositive motions. So hopefully this matter will be resolved soon. But in light of the prosecution involving multiple felony charges, this is a joint motion for a continuance for another year to put this matter on the docket for January 2027. Of course, if it is resolved before that time, we will place it on the agenda and return before the board to resolve any disciplinary charges related to this misconduct.
Move to approve continuance request.
My only thing for clarification, if you may, is that the continuance is a joint continuance with the agreement or stipulation that he will continue to have a suspended practice.
Correct, that the all terms and conditions of the suspension will remain in effect. All previous board orders will remain in effect.
Same motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
We have any discussion or questions? We have all in favor of approving the continuance, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. The motion is approved. And item 17 is for informational purposes. Mr. Barnes?
Yes, sir. I'd just like to report to the board formally that as of December 31st, 2025, Dr. Adair Blackledge has surrendered his license to practice medicine in the state of Mississippi. He's decided to retire, and this closes an investigation that has been ongoing. By statute, the information remains confidential. But Dr. Blackledge has surrendered his license. It's an unconditional surrender. And I believe all the details you need are there under tab 17. And again, the board does not have to take action to approve. We're simply providing that information to the board.
So when someone surrenders their license like this, do they have the option of reapplying?
Yes, because under Mississippi law, even if your license is revoked after 3 years, maximum of 3 years of suspension, after 1 year, you have a right to request reinstatement. However, this is a surrender under investigation. It will be reported as such to the National Practitioner Data Bank. So if Dr. Blackledge were to seek a license, whether in Mississippi or in any other state, or to seek credentials at any facility, they would, of course, request and receive this data bank report and would be informed of the basis of these charges.
So do we know if Dr. Blackledge has licenses in other states?
To our knowledge, he does not.
But if we did, we would notify them, I'm sure.
Well, the data bank will notify them.
Yeah.
Everyone that has, everywhere he has privileges in every state where he's licensed or every jurisdiction where he's licensed will receive a copy of the data bank report.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or discussion? Thank you for that information, Mr. Barnes. And that concludes our schedule for today. Any additional business for the board this morning? I believe it's about time for lunch, so thank you for your service, and we'll see you at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Mr. President, I'd just like to let the board know that the two items, the Christopher Scott Lynn, item 18, that has been continued due to a serious medical condition of his attorney. There will be 2 reinstatement hearings in the morning. One is for Dr. Timothy Jackson, who's an orthopedic surgeon on the Gulf Coast. And the second is Dr. Clifton Story, who was suspended by this board last year for a minimum of 1 year related to physician sexual misconduct. So those will be 2 reinstatement hearings. That's all I have, sir.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Is there any additional business for the board this morning? If not,
So, real quick, just so that I got this, so Lynn is not gonna, is also not gonna do the consent order and instead go to a hearing? Is that what you?
No, ma'am, that's a I'm sorry. He is still accepting the consent order, but his attorney had a medical emergency yesterday and
So do
called.
we need to, because we've not had an action for that, so do we need to at least approve a motion for a continuance in that matter?
Yes,
Wouldn't that
ma'am,
be
you're absolutely
appropriate?
correct.
Okay, thank you.
thank you, Dr. Owen. Okay,
Accused.
okay, thank you, to Gersh.
So move to approve the request for continuance for Dr. Lynn.
Right, we have a motion, we have a second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor of approving the continuance, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And any abstentions? Dr. Gersh, you're abstaining, recusing. Okay. Okay, that's different, isn't it? Okay, thank you. All right. I think the ayes have it. The motion for a continuance is approved, and this meeting of the medical board is adjourned for lunch.